weasel!
I don't think that went as planned for her.
What a weasel!
Weaseling out. Weaseling out. Weaseling out. Weaseling out.
Yeah, I would say his heart's in the right place, but we all know that Bad Empanada doesn't have a heart, so, anyway, let's go.
What are we debating?
What, indeed?
What do you want to debate?
Well, how about we debate your audio and why Keffals is coming in, like, at the right level and you're not. Yo, Bad Empanada, if you, like, it's too bad you're so mean to spicy producer chicks, otherwise somebody might actually help you with your audio. Which you desperately need.
Nothing. What's the latest drama?
Latest drama? I don't fucking know. Something about Hunter Avalon.
You tried to warn me about Bad Empanada? Did I not listen? Like, Ubafly, I feel like I must, like, apologize if that is the case. I should have listened. I should have listened.
But that's not new. It's just random xeno-gender that's really trivial.
Well, at least he's getting some.
Wait, what is
this? What are we debating?
What do you want to debate?
Nothing. What's the latest drama?
Yo, it's really funny that he doesn't say propaganda, right? I know she took down the Luna Oi video, so I could see letting her go on the Luna Oi thing, right? And I think he took down his Luna Oi video too. But the propaganda thing, right? That's what I would want to debate. Unless I was chasing Cloud, kissing butt. Is that what he's doing here? This is
latest
wild.
drama? I don't fucking know. Something about
Also, the fact that he didn't know that she was a Vosh network person is wild, right? Didn't she attack Luna again? Did she? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I should know that. I watched it. My brain.
Hunter Avalon being an idiot, but that's not new. It's just random.
Okay, what did Hunter Avalon do again?
Xeno-gender that's
okay.
Really trivial.
Well, at least he's getting some attention. He needs it. He's lost like 200,000 subscribers in a year.
Oh, it's Hunter Avalon. I was wondering who they were talking about.
On him.
200,000. That's almost as much as Creepshow, right?
Yeah, I think he started to realize that him becoming a liberal isn't going to make him money. He has to return to tradition.
God, have you watched his old videos? They're extremely fucking good.
I have watched his old videos. Yeah.
Oh my god. If he was like in that phase right now, he would be like a conservative TikToker, which is somehow even worse. So at least he got it out of the way, like in the anti-SJW era.
Hmm.
So far so good. Can anybody tell me how this like started? Like, was there some kind of interaction on Twitter or what?
So anyway, what about the drama? I watched the
What
drama.
about the drama?
I watched the drama of you and Keemstar, and everyone's angry at you.
I know, no, it's fucking. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. People just hate me. I've accepted this.
Why I watched the drama?
You kind of sound a little bit parasocial, Bad Empanada. I hate to say it, but
I mean, like, I listened to like the second half of
is Bad Empanada a wiggler?
you talking to him, and he just kept saying really dumb shit, and you seem like trying to be nice to him. When, I don't know, if it was me, I just would have called him an idiot the whole time, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting. Okay, so Bad Empanada's going to show us some receipts at the end of the video. Keffals was friendly. Well, I mean...
I can't do that shit though.
It's probably
That's
for the best.
not how that works. Like, if a woman does that, they just get called unhinged and hysterical.
I get called that anyway. Maybe I'm a
You get called that anyway, but honestly,
No,
you
not
deserve
hysterical.
it.
Nah, okay, why do I deserve it? Now we're going full
Because
debate.
you slid into my friend's DMs while he was at Weasel and told him to do it. I mean, that's
Dude.
like fucking insane. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so here we go.
Who?
And you just who?
Yeah.
It was that like moreover I should be destroyed guy from like this was years ago.
This was years ago, okay.
That
Like
guy's
2
your
years
friend?
ago. Yeah, he was. I haven't talked to him in a while. But is
guy's
that
a
really
hoe.
like that's your response?
That's scary. I hope he's okay.
I mean,
to
you're
you
telling me
encourage-
something that is blatantly just made up. So yeah,
I
that
saw
is
the
my
DMs
response.
from back.
Yeah, but wait, what was the ad? You gotta check on this, right? Now, there are a ton of Bad Empanada legit Bad Empanada alts on Twitter, but there are also a ton of fake Bad Empanadas on Twitter. Is Keffals talking about what a fake Bad Empanada said? Because it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. It can be hard to tell.
Back in the day.
I don't think I've ever
Like,
DM'd.
the real Bad Empanada is enough of an offside to match the tone of any of the worst troll out there, right? So it's legitimately hard to tell.
I'm that guy. I think my only interaction with him has been laughing at him because he posted like a really funny thread where he said that there was like a socialist revolution in Argentina in like
Keffals acting like she wouldn't say something like that? Okay.
year 2000 or something. So I just like quote tweeted that a couple of times to laugh at it.
Oh God, I don't even know the politics that went on with that. I just like remember that one circumstance. So that's a fake chat log. Like that didn't happen, or am I being
honestly have
gaslit?
no idea what you're talking about, but that is how I have interacted with that guy.
Okay.
I get.
So in Bad Empanada's defense, if you brought something up that I said like, you know, more than like a year and a half ago, I probably wouldn't remember either. Like I didn't remember muting Sadosha, right?
I get a new account. I quote tweet that in Spanish saying, "Hey guys, do you remember when this happened to like my 10 Spanish speaking followers?" And usually they see it and then block me. That's about all I remember about that.
Okay. Like, Keffals, if you don't remember any more about that, we're gonna have some problems here. He's not gaslighting her, he just forgot. Exactly.
I'm okay.
She wasn't?
I'm sorry. Like if I misremembered the situation.
I mean, I don't remember any of this situation, so it's okay.
Also, is Keffals blowing out your eardrums, headphones users?
You don't remember any
I
of the
think there's currently
situations.
multiple people impersonating me on Twitter too, so keep that in mind.
Okay,
No,
that's
I
fair.
honestly don't care when people like
This was 2 years ago.
comment, "Is this you?" You know, I don't actually say no.
I mean, I have people who do that shit to me too, so I get it.
Okay.
There's one who's like a
So we tried to get spicy, but maybe we're not gonna get spicy.
fan, and he's kind of keeping, you know, just keeping it going so that it seems like I have an account on Twitter. I don't, but I mean,
So far, it looks like Bad Empanada's looking for a spot on the Clout Human Centipede to me. I don't know.
you know, if you want
It
to
does
spend
get
like
spicy. It does get spicy.
a couple of hours of your life every single day impersonating a minor YouTuber on Twitter, that's up to that guy. You know, he can do it. It's his freedom as an American.
Bad Empanada ate my beagle back in 2004.
Yeah,
I just wonder, was it in a cream soup? Can we get that cream soup poll? I want to know. I want to know at least, like, what kind of cream soup do you like? What is good? And yes, one of the options should be keep Irene away from the cream soup because we don't want to see her blow up in the wrong way. You don't like cream. I should have liked
I guess
cream.
I don't remember the situation as much as I did.
But unfortunately, I'm a little bit of a suck for it.
I mean, I don't remember it at all.
Oh, speaking of
I mean, yeah, I haven't had a Twitter account, I think, for like 6 months now. It's honestly a
Really?
massive waste of time. I think I got like banned the last time a couple of months before the Elon Musk takeover, and then I saw that and I was like, it would be funny if I like applied to get unbanned now, just so that I could tweet out after getting unbanned, like, anyone still using this website is a fucking idiot, but I didn't end up getting unbanned, so it's whatever.
Maybe one day you will. Why did you get banned?
It's you know, it's happened so many times, it's difficult to tell. They're like half of them, it's just like people like go through your tweets and repeat and report literally every single
Look, I'm
one
gonna
of
make the
them.
poll, okay?
Because, you know, the moderation teams of like massive social media enterprises are usually like outsourced to like the Philippines or something, and just random overworked people. You know, they're not exactly reading between the lines on stuff, and just hoping that like the moderator takes exception to it. Because, you know, there's no like rate limit on reporting or anything. So a lot of the time it's like they do that, and eventually, like, you know, one of those moderators gets something that lands on their desk, like me, like calling like a fascist a piece of shit or something, and then bam, they get you.
All right, so it was July 13th, 2021. The account was Vlad Empanada. And you went into his DMs and you said, "Just do it already, man. No one will miss you." And you sent a heart.
Yeah, more than likely, if that was me, it was some massive piece of shit supporting massive piece of shit.
Okay, so what do you mean? So you knew it was you, and you're just lying. Before you're like, I don't remember doing this, and now
I've
you're
never
like,
had a
if it
Twitter
was
account
me.
Before. I'm very sorry. But if I
You've
did
never
it,
had a Twitter
if I
account. Oh
did
my
it-
god. Are you really this fucking stupid, dude? Like, you're not just gonna own up to being a piece of shit. You need to, like, irony post your way around
I mean,
it.
you have done significantly worse than me in this respect. Like
I've
telling
done
people to kill
significantly
themselves
worse.
and stuff.
What have
I've
I
seen
done
stuff
that's
from you.
significantly? What have I done that's significantly
Well,
worse than telling someone who's
like
suicidal
archives.
themselves?
I don't like, and for one, you try to twist it into like telling someone that suicidal themselves, right? Do you think that like you have a duty before you speak to any random account, like tweeting shit at you on social media, to investigate like their personal history and everything, to make sure that you aren't saying anything untowards towards them
There we go.
personally? Surely you, as someone
There's
who
your
gets
poll.
harassed by like a million chat every single day,
There's your
must
poll.
know that you're not gonna, click on everyone's profile, check their pronouns, check their, whatever else is there that could be indicative.
No,
of their
no,
personal
dude, this is
situation
just you
before
weazeling
say
out of it
anything to
because
them.
you don't want to
Weasel.
own up to being
Weaseling
a
out
piece
of
of
them as well.
shit.
I have
Weasel.
no idea
It
who
is
this person
weaseling
is.
out of it.
Weasel.
I have no idea.
You know
this
who that
person
is. You already know. You're just like,
I
oh,
don't.
I don't know.
What a weasel.
Okay, who
Oh,
are they
fuck.
then? How
What
should
do you
I know
mean, who
whoever?
are they? At the start of the conversation,
who
you
are they?
admitted
What's
it.
the
You're just
account?
trolling me.
What's the account name? Like, who are they? What's that, like, their handle?
You
or something?
already told me that you knew at the start of this fucking conversation. Like,
so
do you
wait,
have
it's
fucking
the-
spine?
Oh, so you're saying it's that it's the guy who does this cringe thing at the end of his tweets all the time, or is it someone else?
So you know. Can you stop? Can you be a
No,
adult
genuine.
for one
I thought you were
second?
talking about someone else. You must be drunk. Or
Yeah, it
just
was
dumb.
the Imi Kret thing. The Imi Kret Twitter. No,
I
don't.
have never.
don't do
I
that
have
to me.
never, factually, never DM that guy. You don't need to DM that guy because their actual public tweets are bad enough. It's just someone who tries to like weaponize the sort of vague progressiveness in the US to support
Look at
US
this.
imperialist
Look at
policies
this.
the
Look
world
at
over.
this. Oh my god, did I mess up my chat?
Did you say? So you didn't send it. You didn't.
I might have sent it to them, but I don't
Can
remember
you say
sending
if
it.
you have or didn't? Like,
Okay,
what is
so-
this? I might.
I don't know. I don't remember it. But if I did, they deserved it.
Dude,
Especially that guy.
what the fuck
Everyone
is wrong
deserves
with
it.
you?
What's wrong with you?
What do you
wrong with
mean, what's
Okay.
wrong with me?
Keffals, one of your best
Yeah?
friends is a very well-known sexual predator.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
you told
There we
someone
go.
who has
If I tell
a
you
history.
that, you're gonna get
You told someone who had a
ostracized from all of
history
your
of
friend
mental.
groups.
Yo, it went to why is she being so antagonistic? Well wait, do we not know? Okay, so the reason is that she's been scoring points by hitting the enemies of the Clout Network, right? Bad Bunny, Polly, right? Like everybody that she's been attacking, not everybody, but a lot of the people that she's been attacking are like enemies of the Clout Network, right? They're enemies of Bosch, enemies of Xander Hall, etc., 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 or people that she's going to get points from edgelords for going after, right? So this is the game that she's playing. Edgelords hate my guts, but guess who you hate worse? It's Bad Bunny, right? And right, if I attack enough of the people that you hate more than me, then maybe you will forget how much you hate me, right? That's the game that Keffals is playing. Bad Empanada is hated. Bad Empanada is absolutely hated. So that's what's going on, right?
You told someone who had a history of mental illness to
Wait,
kill
what about a
themselves.
history of
Okay.
mental illness?
No,
So,
fuck
for one,
you.
explain to me
For
how
one,
anyone
what?
is supposed to know
You
that
said
some
that
guy...
they deserved it. Okay,
I'm telling you right
already
now, how
admitted
is-
that you're a no.
Well,
Like,
oh, I
holy,
admitted
like,
that I'm a-
where do you think you have any sort of moral
I
high
mean, I'll admit that I'm a
ground over me
stop saying
after
that
that?
word, though.
Because you've
This is something
you've
you
actually
did.
told
Don't
people to kill themselves
don't be.
before. I've seen it.
Okay, don't be
Team Stars, you've never had cream soup?
misogynistic and try and deflect and be like, oh, what about this
I
guy?
mean, you're probably better for it.
I'm my own
Why is
person.
that
I make my own
misogynistic?
decisions.
I'm not saying
Okay.
about this guy. I'm
Awesome.
saying about you. And
me-
yeah, I
What
think
about
anyone who was
me?
associated
Wait,
with a
what about-
well-known
Geek Crime says, no comment, chick, you are awesome. Wait a minute, just a second here.
sexual predator.
You think? Okay, no,
should be
don't
held to account for
deflect.
that.
I gotta
Okay,
ask
you
you a
fucking
question.
piece of shit. You're telling
You've
people to kill
literally
themselves
told
who
people
are.
to kill themselves. I've seen it I've seen multiple chat logs, and good on you for it because I'm sure they were massive pieces of shit who were being
You've never
shitheads to
seen
you.
this shit.
What ish? Yeah, I have.
You've never seen this shit, dude. You just
I have.
you're a snake. You will be insincere until the evidence is brought up, and then you'll be like, well, maybe.
Well, it's I genuinely don't remember this, but you're telling me, right? This guy who's like a faceless persona on the internet who posts
so
about politics, and you're telling me that I sent that to them because I knew they were sold out. So
Geek Prime X, how about now, Benson?
You said you maybe did it.
I mean,
you said you didn't at the start, and then when I actually brought it up, you said
I might have
maybe
sent the DM, but you're trying to link this to them supposedly being right? Now, did I know that? Is there like
wait, no. If what she says is true, then yes, you said this because they were, I guess, ideating on Twitter. Do they allow ideation on Twitter? That seems irresponsible. Like I don't know what to do if somebody's ideating on Twitter, but like letting them keep. I don't know. Like right, like but yeah, like that's what she's claiming, right? Is that this person that he said this to because the person was talking about it, was talking about possibly doing this, right? Cream of celery one? What the? Oh, coming from behind with a cream of celery. Damn. Also, why aren't people voting more in the polls? I'm gonna get mad. We're gonna end the stream really early.
Reason for me to have known that beforehand, or what? Because that changes everything.
So it's like. So it's okay to do that. It's okay to debate people.
I absolutely
unless you
100% think that you should tell people.
No, people voted. Somebody voted, right? But just like
advocating for them to do awful things to themselves.
Oh,
yes.
thank you, Buffy.
He's a fucking like 20-something-year-old suburban Twitter user, dude.
I don't know
you are
who
meant.
He is personal. All I know is that he tweets in support of U.S. foreign policy worldwide. Now, how can you do that without being basically impossible? So yeah.
And
absolutely.
how do you think sliding into people's DMs and telling them to kill themselves is going to advance your political agenda? Like, do you just admit
do you
okay,
have
so
a YouTube
blast
channel
this
because
tweet
you
off.
think it's to advance your political agenda? Do you post tweets to advance your political agenda? No one is here to advance a political agenda. All of this is theater. You know that better than anyone. Come on, give me a break.
Okay, well, look. Yeah, I don't think I am. I thought you did, but you're
right, Rob MC. There's no receipts here.
Insane. That's
I make
obvious.
videos on the internet. I'm fucking
You make
insane.
videos on the internet. I know. You cope.
No.
You try and have this moral high ground where you're
I've got
better than other people, and that your politics is
I
about
have
advancing
better politics
something.
than other people.
Okay, because if it's about theater, don't bring up U.S. foreign policy anymore. Okay.
If it's about
because if it was about theater, you wouldn't be like, oh, I told this person to kill themselves because I disagree with their political take. No, you just wanted to tell.
I told this person to themselves because of acting. That's your answer.
Someone who didn't like to kill themselves.
Is it just disagreeing with that political take when someone like is against trans rights? Is that just disagreeing with that political take? Because you know fully well that's a fucking incredibly dumb way to frame, advocating for politics that hurt human beings. And whether it's theater or not, right? I don't think it's okay to like be a Nazi or support U.S. imperialism or be against trans rights or whatever.
Being a Nazi is bad.
We're not in an incredibly serious space that has a real effect on politics in the real world.
Cream of mushroom goes hard in casserole.
But I'm not telling people to kill themselves.
I've seen you tell people to kill themselves before.
Okay, any more votes for the poll?
It's just a matter of the fact that I think
I'm going to end the poll.
You perhaps think you told people to kill themselves in a situation that merited, but perhaps you do not take
twice
American global genocide
three
seriously
times
enough to think that in that case it was
no, you already admitted you don't actually care. Like at this point you're just doing theater. This is a bit to you.
It's
a bit to you. You just said that,
yo, what is up with this Bosch network black and white thinking, right? Like either you're completely serious about something or you don't really care about anything, right?
Your channel. You just said, dude, can you please shut the fuck up for a second? You just said that your channel is about theater. I don't.
This whole thing is theater. It seems like.
I don't care what you say about Nazism. I don't care what you say about foreign policy.
My channel is significantly more serious than yours. So what is your channel?
No, your channel's about theater. You've already said this. You don't actually believe in anything. It's not about advancing politics. It's about theater.
Look, Bad Empanada 2 is about theater. Bad Empanada 1 is about real stuff, right? That's the distinction.
You just told someone to kill themselves, not because you were trying to advance anything. There was no political point to it. You just wanted to be cruel.
Is there any real?
Yeah, I mean, like I haven't seen any receipts, but does that sound like something that BE would do? 100%. 100% it does.
Political point to telling some random Nazi to follow their leader is some random anonymous Twitter account that you know nothing about to follow their leader, to have like a random Twitter argument with some random idiot.
So wait, this was some sock dem like a neoliberal, fucko that was like, yay America, and you were like, okay.
Obviously, that doesn't affect anything. It doesn't. So, like, you can say, my channel is here. Dude, my channel is a million times more serious.
Yeah, Keffals acting like a moral authority who never posts, right, is ridiculous.
Yours than any of these streamers. My channel actually.
Okay, I get it, dude. You already said, like, politics, you already said this is theater. You said this is theater. So nothing you're saying is serious. Yours is. Nothing you are saying is serious. You admitted this already.
So if Bad Empanada's channel is theater, then Keffals' channel is like Teatro Zanzani.
I don't have to take anything you're saying seriously.
Calm down for a second here. What you're trying to do is just.
What do you mean, calm down?
Deflect from the substance of what I'm saying to like.
The substance of what you're saying.
Earlier. Yeah.
You've been gaslighting me this entire conversation, and you just admitted that you don't really believe in anything.
So do you think I don't believe in anything?
Yo, Keffals is getting some of her own medicine here, right? You don't even know what a straw man is. You don't even know what gaslighting is. What are you talking about? Gaslighting? What do you mean? Gaslighting? Who's gaslighting?
That's what you said, yes.
No, I want you to tell me. Like before I said that, did you think I didn't believe in anything?
Did I think you didn't believe in anything
before? Before I said you were twisting into something that isn't what I said at all. Did you think I didn't believe in anything?
I thought that you had, I thought you had political principles. Yeah, I didn't agree with how you went about them, but I guess I was wrong.
With my political principles in large respect. I know that.
Now that is funny. That is really funny. That is really funny. That like this is like, I mean, Keffals was a different person. I will vouch for Bad Empanada on that. Keffals was a different person like several years ago, right? She has very much changed to adapt to the Clout Network that she has affixed her lips to the behind of, right? She is very much a different person ideologically than she was before, or at least pretends to be.
I think it's possible for me to acknowledge that, this space that we engage in, this idiotic, like, niche internet, YouTube drama space, blah, blah, whatever you want to call it, with, like, this vague political theme, is there, like, some sort of conflict between me having serious political principles while also engaging in this space? Because I don't think
it's way too early for me to hit the blinker.
Right, I think there's a problem with elucidating people.
That we don't believe in a certain.
Like you can call someone a piece of shit. You can mock people, but why would you do that?
I mean, I agree with you. You generally shouldn't do that. But when someone is advocating for incredibly fucking awful, like, politics.
Wait, did she show receipts on her stream or something? Like, why is he granting this? Like, if he doesn't remember this happening, then what's even the deal here?
Hurt human beings. I don't think it's
It does sound like something he would say, though.
Hence, and others agree with me a lot on this. Hence the famous "follow your leader" image with Hitler shooting himself in the head.
I do not understand how what he is doing is comparable to Nazism.
Well, let me explain it to you. In the world today, there is this country called the United States of America. It controls the global financial system pretty much completely. Every single country has to engage with it on its terms as much as possible.
Okay, I understand. Dude, I fucking understand.
So in my opinion,
and like this 101 America.
He remembers. No, I mean, like either he remembers or he's like thinking to himself, "Yes, that is something I would say." Right? He's like, that kind of sounds like me. That kind of sounds like like I think that's what it is.
Someone who advocates.
He does this a lot, yeah.
Says, possible. The dominance of this power, and against those who are trying to fight it, and imperfect as they might be, is very much doing massive harm to human beings. So obviously, they're not personally, you know what I mean, but they're advocating for, politics, for things that actually hurt human beings.
They are not advocating for ethnic cleansing. They're not advocating for, like, racial superiority.
Is that the only things that is that the only part where it's severe enough? They have to, like it can't just be for, like, material gain.
No, she doesn't have receipts, and yeah, he probably said that. He said he might have.
In your example, yes, I think.
And YouTube chat, just so you know, you can't see yourself on stream, but I can read you. Unfortunately, OBS is not behaving well with YouTube right now.
So
I think the advocation of ethnic cleansing is one of the key things of Nazism.
If you murder 1 million Iraqis, how
did a 20-year-old anarchists murder a million Iraqis.
I mean, how did a 20-year-old Nazi murder
what the fresh hell? Exactly, Nikki Bex. Exactly.
6 million Jews? They didn't.
That's not an answer to the question. It's just a deflection.
No, it's
he's not advocating Nazism.
So is it okay? Is it okay to like have a firm line where, you know, your beliefs are just terrible beyond that point? Is that okay, or does it have to be literal Islam to be past that point? Like for example, Israel isn't as bad as Islam. Does that mean that I can't be against like massive Zionists just because they're not quite as bad as Islam were? Like, what is the logic here?
What do you mean? Are you literally are you turning into when is the line when it's acceptable to tell someone to kill themselves?
Absolutely, yes. Because
that's the discussion we're having.
100%.
Okay, so for anybody just coming in and you're trying to figure out what is this debate about, so far it is about, is it okay to tell like a jingoistic neoliberal that's like, yay America, is it okay to tell that person to go play Roblox in Minecraft? Is that all right? That's the question that's getting asked here. Hey, Bounce.
Is there a problem with that? Don't you believe that too?
Yeah, but we weren't talking about a Nazi. You're conflating two different things right now.
Like, how many millions of people
I prefer swallow your leader, but that's just
beliefs need to kill before it becomes acceptable to just say shitty things to you? How many? What's the line? I'm genuinely curious.
You tell me, because you're the one who engages in this behavior. Obviously, there is no line for you.
Imperialism, certainly. Obviously, there is a line for me. Do you think I just go around?
But every single person passively who lives in the U.S. empire benefits from U.S. imperialism.
That's
so then,
the same thing
at that rate,
advocating for it. It's not about.
Just as a reminder, this happened 2 years ago, and she never voiced her issue with It's convenient. It's convenient, right? She is going after the enemies of Vosh, right? Anybody that's it's not even just the enemies. Like, don't even think about that. Like, it's not like, you know, Vosh is like sending Keffals out as his stealth assassin. It's not like that. It's more like we talk about acceptable targets, right? There's acceptable targets, and then there are like lucrative targets, right? DJ Mule, right? Anybody in that clout? Well, I guess that's both, right? But like, right, there's targets that like everybody that you are going for as an audience hates, right? And Bad Empanada is number one among those in the, you know, kind of like fake socialism Vosh sphere, right? So I mean, that's what's happening, right? That this is points, just like Kira Chats, you know, got attacked, right? Now Bad Empanada is getting attacked, right? Next it'll be probably NCC. I might be next on the list. I don't
benefiting from it. It's literally advocating for it.
If she tries to get in with Dylan, yeah, she might go to have an anti-NCCR.
Clear line there. I think most people in the US have no fucking idea about the shit that the US does, and a lot of them probably don't have the time to care. And I'm not talking about someone like that. I'm talking about someone who tweets like 50 times a day about precisely this.
Right, so it's like, it's okay to tell someone who obviously has absolutely no say in the system, who isn't in person advocating anything. It's just like some niche, like I can understand saying these things if it's someone who is literally.
I feel like I'll be attacked if I drop a video this weekend, right?
Literal someone who in any political ideology is advocating for cleansing, but saying it to like some 20-year-old anarchist because you think they're cringe.
In my country,
Australia?
USA, do you believe that immigrants can never be from the country that they live in, that they've lived in for like 5 years, that they're citizens of?
Wait, so I'm supposed to think of you like as an Argentinian national because you moved there 5 years ago?
Is someone who moves to the US, lives there for five years, gets citizenship, not an American?
That wasn't really the question, was it?
Well, it's my country, so I'm going to say that it's my country because it factually is. I'm a citizen of this country, so I'll say it as much as I want. So in my country, right, the US empire supported a campaign to physically eliminate all leftists, right? So I think if you support the US empire, that's the sort of thing that you support. And, you know, that's well above the bar to be considered a subhuman piece of shit, in my opinion.
And in what way does this 20-year-old Twitter anarchist support the U.S. empire?
Well, they love to post tweets, right? They love to, it's probably my favorite account ever, that guy. They love to post tweets all about, and by the way, do you even have evidence of this? I haven't seen it.
Does anybody know the account we're talking about? They said it earlier, right? I don't want to blow them up or anything, but especially if they're not, doing so great.
If you could link it to me.
I just literally have no idea who they're talking about.
You want the evidence?
Yeah, because I have never DM'd that account. But either way, that account is like the epitome of someone who tries to run interference for US imperialism from a supposed left position. Saying that pretty much every single target of US imperialism is bad and essentially deserves it. So yeah.
Oh no, Keffals is so loud in the mix. I'm putting my hands on the speakers. Can I turn that? Can I turn the whole overall mix down and still have you hear Bad Empanada, or is Bad Empanada too low?
I'm happy to hate someone like that.
Keffals isn't even an American. Why is this a hard position?
Okay, I mean, you can hate them for sure. I don't care if you like them or not. We're not even really friends or talk to each other.
Okay.
I just think it's detestable to engage in that kind of behavior.
I mean, I agree in general. I'm sorry to this person if I did that to them. I mean, I probably did. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I'll just say I'm sorry to that person. However, that's still a piece of shit aside from that.
Oh yeah, no, I think there is a line for real. Like, you can think someone's a piece of shit without actually, without going that far. That's fucked up. Like, what if they did do it?
I don't know. You said that sort of thing too, did it, Sometimes.
Who did I say that to?
I've literally seen screenshots of you saying shit like that to people. I mean, I'm not going to bother going just try and find them, because how the fuck would I even do that? Randomly searching Twitter and shit for a couple of hours. I honestly don't give a shit enough, because if you're saying that sort of shit to the people who harass you mercilessly, like the fucking Nazis and shit, good on you. Great. I don't care.
Okay, you're right. Okay, I'll concede. I do remember. I did say this to one person, and it was Flamenco, and I stand by that. Okay. He's a co-host of the Kill Stream. He's actually he's not.
I mean, I'm not familiar with them, but I'll take your word for it. No.
Oh my god, look at this Bad Empanada. Like, look. Is it bad that Bad Empanada doesn't know who the Kill Stream is? No, it's great. I wish I didn't know who the Kill Stream was. But can he be participating in conversations like this without knowledge of that? Not exactly, right? This is the thing. He gets in over his head whenever he starts talking about drama.
Ah.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure that guy's a huge piece of shit. What is the Kill Stream?
The Kill Stream. It was hosted by Ethan Ralph, and it's I don't know much about it other than
she admitted it. Yeah, the flamenco thing.
Then it's an alt-right stream that's been going for years now. The what?
Like a Kiwi Farms adjacent thing.
Yeah, basically. Oh, Kiwi Farms hates Ethan Ralph. I don't know why.
Are they still around? Or did you actually destroy them?
Hasn't been paying attention.
No, site's still up and down. They get new providers, they get new hosts, they start running again.
Oh wait, maybe he does.
I was gonna say
maybe he does know. Oh,
before that entire argument that we just went through, that
yeah.
I think you guys taking down Kiwi Farms is a good example of what internet sort of politics stuff can actually do. Which is basically do stuff on the internet, because that's the space that.
Wait, but it didn't do stuff permanently
when it comes to doing anything.
That's the whole point.
In outside of the internet, where you can't just you can't win a presidency by posting online, basically, but you can certainly take down a fucking hate group that engages in vile targeted harassments of individuals to the point of suicide.
Oh my god, Bad Empanada, you're missing so much, right? So when she talked to Destiny, she said that she knew that it wasn't really that site that she had to worry about, right? And that where the really pernicious stuff happens. And she mentioned another site. Kiwi is not dead though. It's still up. It's apparently slower, is what I've heard, right? I mean, it was down for a while. I'll give her that. She gave Joshua Moon some, sleepless nights. I don't doubt, right? She definitely, messed with that asshole. But yeah, the site itself is still up, and more importantly, the site that she was, acknowledging is the real site that, does those bad things to people like us is apparently still up. Or, sorry, is something that none of us will ever mention. Yeah, there's another site. I'm not going to say its name. Everybody knows that it is, like, self-harm to say the name of this site on stream. But yeah, in her conversation with Destiny, she basically admitted that the real final boss of the internet is something that none of us can even speak about, right? Let alone screw with, right? It's a sad thing, right? But I mean, that's what's missing from this conversation, right? Is that, like, trying to take some toxic site like that down on the internet is like pissing into an ocean of piss. It's just, it doesn't, have an effect in the long term. But I mean, yeah, like I fight the good fight, like no, like I'm glad she, gave them a tough time. I'm glad she took the site down temporarily. But yeah, it's just, it comes back. It's like syphilis, right? It comes back just like syphilis, unfortunately. The barren earth policy. There we go.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, I mean, don't you agree with me on that respect? Like, a lot of what we do, or pretty much all of what we do, really, it's not really, it's not really meaningful politics. I wouldn't say it's not politics at all, because obviously it is. But like,
I mean, we were talking about theater earlier. I hate to say it, but that's kind of like what a lot of this is.
It's a lot more about like putting on a show with a sort of politicsy like vibe to it more than anything else.
I can agree with you. Like, yeah, what's the meaning of it all if it's all just entertainment?
Well,
so are we all gonna take the black pill now? Is that what we're doing? Are we all just gonna, like, yeah, there's no meaning, there's no purpose, let's, like, it's kind of a bad take, the idea that that nothing on the internet is real. It's black or white thinking, right? There's some evil stuff out there. It's really hard to fight. It's really hard to even make a dent in their armor, but it's still worth it. It's still worth, talk about the people that you can talk about, I guess, and don't talk about the other site that we won't mention, because, like, I don't want to get, attacked either, right? But yeah, it's it's Sisyphus. Okay, we must imagine Sisyphus happy, even though his task is grim. We must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Well, for me, primarily, it's to have a job. It's a job. If I wasn't doing this, I would go get a PhD and just research all day to write shit that no one would ever.
Oh, somebody argued with you when you were on my stream that even online harassment isn't real because only stuff that happens offline is... Wait. Stuff that happens online isn't real. God, I wish.
Would probably ever read. So compared to that, it's way better.
I guess it's fair. I think, like, if there's no point in talking about politics, like if it's all theater, then I should stop.
Is there any point? Sure, there's a point.
I mean, isn't that kind of not what he... I don't know.
But
that's true.
Like, sure, there is a point, of course. Talking about anything, even if you're not particularly doing it with the motivation of to change something in the real world, you might still do that anyway. Like, I'm sure Andrew Tate didn't give a fuck if he turned a bunch of boys into misogynists. He just wanted to make money off them, but he did it anyway, But like,
I think he cared. I think he liked turning those boys into misogynists.
I think primarily, we have to stay grounded. We have to remember that, the latest drama between Streamer 1 and Streamer 2 over some niche political position that no one is actually really talking about outside of this space doesn't really have a massive effect on anything, or really...
Unless it's No Comment Chick or Poly People.
Effect at all.
There's something, fuck. So Logan Paul's giving my cat an abortion. I gotta go.
Okay. I don't think that went as planned for her.
That was the debate?
In, like, intending to do some internet streamer drama.
I feel like she just aborted the debate.
And it didn't quite go as well as I think she had hoped. No, Keffals just tried to confront me on telling someone to kill themselves. Ended up admitting that she
Your cat is typing?
herself had told people to kill themselves. And then rage quit the call. I don't know what that was about.
And yes, Irene, especially in America, as spread out and as propagandized as we are, internet politics still matter. I actually brought up the thing about internet politics is their biggest impact isn't on the present, it's on the future, right? What we're doing now is kind of staking out digital space, digital territory, digital real estate, right? Whatever you want to think of it as. And that is going to be used more and more in the future to influence politics. And it's going to have more of an influence in politics. And I think it might even be more decentralized, right, than it is right now. There's going to be more people, especially content creators, that instead of having their subs tied to a channel, want to have their subs tied to them via email or something else, right? That was what Tim Pool and Steven Crowder were talking about last night, and I mean, like, they, there's a point to that, right? The same reason that Vosh, Demon Mama, etc. do their GG sites through White Nervosa, right? Is that you've got, as long as you've got Twitch as your mediator, as long as you got YouTube as your mediator, that can be taken away from you, right? And yeah, there's some people that that absolutely deserve to, have that taken away from them, but they're getting wise to this too, right? So yeah, this looks bad. That looked bad for Keffals. Wow.
Honestly, she said that
it was kind of ridiculous too. It was just kind of like,
it is misogynistic to ask her why she associates with a predator. Yeah, she was just not prepared to talk to.
Wait, is that what she said? Is that what she said? Like, I feel like yeah. So I wanted to see, right, like, what is her answer to that, right? What is her answer to the screenshots? Is it that was a long time ago? Is it that he's apologized? Is it that he's done so much good that it outweighs the bad that he did to his victim? I want to know exactly how Keffals sleeps at night. She didn't deny that he was a sex predator, huh? Oh well, wow.
Someone
that was
who
quick.
Can keep calm and actually respond to the shit that she's saying, rather than just like, I don't know, getting angry or whatever. So typical debate streamer stuff, whatever. Yeah, I mean, if Keffals is saying
the battle between centralized and decentralized internet is just a battle between big and petit bourgeois. It is all who make profit. Kira chat logs were a long time ago, but yeah, exactly. Good point, Globitz. Yeah, she didn't like she thought the Kira chat logs were pertinent still.
Send people to her chat. She's just plain.
I mean, don't expect consistency from anybody in these debate networks, right? You're just not gonna get it. Damn, that coffee is good. Do you ever drink cold coffee and still enjoy it? I know I do.
Like, I don't know how she could get offended at me, apparently not thinking that this
particular... And Kira acknowledged and apologized, unlike Vosh.
Space that we're all in.
Okay, so I've heard there's some receipts incoming.
Wanted to talk about a
receipts incoming
DM from 2 years ago. That, if anything, is very
purported,
good proof
I think you mean,
how
but whatever.
Unserious this whole space is. I mean, I didn't plan as anything. I thought she just wanted to talk about Ireland or something. So here's our DMs. Here's all the DMs that are relevant.
Yeah, wait. I thought you were going to talk about Ireland too. He did start off way nicer with her than anybody I've ever seen him debate before.
Just happened, and I'm happy to leak these because there's nothing compromising in there.
You're leaning over, slurping that hot stuff,
just to provide context of. I don't know.
I always find myself leaning over to slurp up the hot stuff for some reason.
That was clearly she had something going on behind the scenes that made her think it would be a good idea to confront me and own me or whatever. So this is from when the Kiwi Farms thing. Before that, it was just random DMs that I sent to her, and she sent back to me every now and again. I think I went on her stream once and we used Discord. I don't remember what it was about. But, this was during the Kiwi Farms thing. I asked her if she had a link to PayPal for donations. She sent me it. I donated to her. I sent her a random joke the next day because I saw people trying to dishonestly accuse her of racism on Twitter. Then a couple months later, I said, check Twitter DMs. It's serious. And the reason why
every day for 8 years, I've posted here, desperate for the funds needed to escape from my toxic landlord. Yet instead of donating to a non-binary Italianx individual like myself, everyone is opening their wallets for a white woman guilty of racist violence. Quote tweeting me. I have seen streamers before. Back when Infrared Haas was on Twitch, I'm not gonna say who, but I have seen some streamers get raided by Infrared and totally be like, "Hi everybody! Oh, Gorilla Gang, that's adorable. Welcome to my stream. We're also communists as well," and they don't even know what they're dealing with. And I'm like, These are Nazbuls. These are Nazbuls. You do not want these people here, right? Please ban all these people right away. Like, this is coming up in DMs. Oh my god. This was August. The Zara thing was later on, I think. Wow, we followed the Twitter drama pretty well. I should tweet more.
Why I sent her that is because someone,
if y'all are so Twitter savvy,
commented on my channel saying that they were the person who went, like, tracked her, like, doxed her in Northern Ireland and, like, threatened her.
Oh, okay. That's why he wants her to check the Twitter DMs. Bull of Nas. The non-binary Italian X isn't anything to do... Yeah, I thought that maybe this was about the original tweet that he quote retweeted and then you replied to him, or you quote tweeted him.
You know, posted a picture outside her house, and I checked his channel, and he had identifying information on his channel. I got his name. I found where he lives, I found the school that he went to. So I sent her that on Twitter. That's what that was about. And then we didn't talk for, like, 2 months, and she randomly sends me a DM saying, "Hello, my friend wants to debate you. I would like to moderate." I said, "Lol, why?" Yeah, and then she says, "This, because you threatened to sue them." And I just left her with, like, a question mark in disbelief, like, "Are you serious? Like, is that, like, seriously?" And she never responded, obviously, because I think she got the message there. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit about me apparently threatening to sue your friend. And then yesterday, she messaged me, "My friend wants to debate you. I would like to moderate." I said, "Lol."
Okay, so wait, was this the friend that that he supposedly said the horrible thing to?
Why? Yeah, and then she says, "This, because you threatened to sue them." And I just left her with, like, a question mark in disbelief.
You threatened
like,
to sue them. Shark! Was it Shark? Was it Eris? Is she friends with Eris? Oh my god, Keffals, damn, I didn't know, wow.
Are you serious? Like, is that, like, seriously? And she never responded.
He mentioned suing Lonerbox. Is she friends with Lonerbox? It's actually Shark.
Obviously, because I think she got the message there.
Wait, you think
I'm sorry, I don't give a shit about me apparently threatening to sue your friend. And then yesterday, she messaged me saying,
he's threatened to sue a few people.
Saying, "Hi, Bad Empanada."
She is friends with Eris. Oh my god.
Bad Empanada, whatever. "Hi, was wondering if you come on my stream to talk because we kind of left things rocky." I said,
I mean, look, as far as I know, I think if I remember correctly, her friendship with Eris probably predates, you know, her being in, definitely predates her being in deep with the Vosh network, right? So, I mean, this is what you gotta expect. Like, this, right? Like, now we think of Keffals as some kind of, like, a fallen comrade, like, right? Somebody that fought the good fight, was against the debate perverts, but then ultimately decided if you can't beat them, join them. Right, and waved the white flag of cowardice at the Cloud Network and joined the White Leaf Network, right? But, like, in reality, Keffals was always bad. I hate to be the one to say it, right? But Keffals was always bad, like, right? Like, friend of Eris. God, that's telling, isn't it?
Okay, about what though? I tried to keep it on the down low because I didn't want to go into specifics about the situation. It sounded...
Meanwhile, Haas. Yeah, especially since there's nothing outwardly... The thing is, like, you used to get points for beating up on Haas. Maybe they have some kind of no contact policy now, because Haas gets as much out of beefing with them as they do with him. Maybe it's something like that.
Dangerous for you. That's in relation to, you know, the reason why I privated my video on her and the reason why she took down her Luna video.
Wait, who? Oh, yeah, was in her YouTube chat during the Kira stream?
Because she told me things about the situation that she was in that made me see things in a different light.
I mean, it makes all the sense in the world.
And I'm not going to share them because unlike her,
but I mean, this is kind of what you expect from you know, Twitch politics,
it was
right?
More than good enough for me to be like, okay, I made this.
Like, as much as, like, I'm yikesing about, you know, Keffals' connections, like, it's not any worse than, like, this is standard fare, right? This is absolute standard fare.
incomplete information. I'm going to take it down. Then today I messaged her like, hello, at 7, Keffals, let me know if you want me to come on. I fear we will not have much to argue about though. She says, yeah, sounds good to me. Okay, tell me a little bit in advance when you want me to come on. How about in 20 minutes? I could do like an hour at the earliest. Okay, 9 EST. Okay. Then she says, 18 minutes before the time, I'm drunk, I need to bail. I said, really? I just went live? And she says to me, why are your chatters harassing me? And I said, my chatters are like 40 random idiots who are currently looking at an MS Paint intro screen.
Do we have a date on this? If he's got 40 people in his chat, that's a fairly long time ago. Oh, she was Haas's Twitch sub? I don't know about it. Really? Is that true? Like, are you sure she didn't get a gift sub? I always thought that maybe Keffals' sub was a gift sub, right? Am I wrong? For a year. Oh, well, wait, no. Like, oh my god.
Take it down. Then today I messaged her like, hello, at 7. Come on, I fear we will not have much to argue about though. She says, yeah, sounds good to me. Okay, tell me a little bit in advance when you want me to come on. How about in 20 minutes? I could do like an hour at the earliest. Okay, 9 EST. Okay. Then she says, 18 minutes before the time, I'm...
But when did this actually happen? When did this actually happen?
Drunk, I need to bail. I said, really? I just went live? And she says to me, why are your chatters harassing me? And I said, my chatters are like 40 random idiots who are currently looking at an MS Paint intro screen and listening to Bashar, Syria, Assad on loop. I haven't told them to do anything, lol. Then she says, fuck it, fine, let's talk. And I said, do you think I'm here to debate you or something? I don't even know what's going on. Can you tell me the names of whoever came to your chat? I would like to permanently ban them all. Are we doing this? I'm here. And then she called me. And then after the incredible conversation, I said, I don't think that went how you had planned, but I hope it helped you get closer to the circles that you were trying to appeal to, which I think is a pretty proportionate response. And then she says, infrared rising. I said, LOL. I thought you wanted to talk about the Ireland stuff, but whatever, that was fine too. She says, I did, but I didn't want to have that conversation. Didn't feel after talking about it because it involves talking about traumatic stuff, so I asked to cancel. She never asked me to cancel. She just said she was canceling. I said I went live anyway, and then she said that my chatters were apparently harassing her, like just random self-victimization. Like, come on, like some random person went to your stream chat from my chat. Big fucking deal. Happens all the fucking time on Twitch. Your stream is like 10 times bigger than mine. All that matters is that I didn't incite.
Why would somebody buy Keffals a year's worth of subscription? Haas fans are wild. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to like, you know, cover. I'm not trying to cover for Keffals here, right? I'm not a friend of Keffals. Okay. A troll subscription would just usually, yeah, would be, yeah, something, you know, just for the lulz, right? Before the debate. This was just before the debate today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Infrared rising? What the fuck? Okay, wait, no, let me this. I'm like, I need to pay more attention.
Anyway, and then she said that my chatters were apparently harassing her, like just random self-victimization. Like, come on, like some random person went to your stream chat from my chat. Big fucking deal. Happens all the fucking time on Twitch. Your stream is like 10 times bigger than mine. All that matters is that I didn't incite them to do it in any way, because at that point I hadn't said anything. I was literally on my stream intro screen. I hadn't said a single thing. And I literally said that I would ban them. So, you know, she's not like being very honest here. I said, yeah, okay. I mean, I was fine with you canceling and I didn't send any of these idiots to your chat. If you tell me who they are, I'll ban them. And then someone's in my chat said she's calling me an abuser on her stream, which is pretty interesting because she is a best friend with Vorsh, actual sexual abuser. Interesting. And after admitting to doing the same thing you said I did, because, you know, she admitted to sending death threats to people, which was apparently what she was accusing me of, while covering for an actual sexual predator, whatever it takes, LMAO, LMAO, however the fuck you're supposed to pronounce that. And she says, you are insane, I don't feel comfortable talking to you. And then she blocked me. Incredible. I mean, no, she's not going to apologize. No fucking way. People in this circle do not apologize. Like, you know, I treated her completely amicably that entire time. Like, everything that I had brought up about her personally was relevant to the conversation. You know, she's trying to accuse me of some sort of...
He's a callous, bottom-feeding scavenger of the lowest order.
You know, moral fault.
Is that President Sunday?
That she's best friends with a sexual abuser, which is true. She is. And then I brought up the fact that she has done, at least once for sure, confirmed, because she admitted it, what she was accusing me of doing. Both relevant to the conversation. So, she confronted me. She wanted me to go on her stream. She immediately, like, made it about, like, a 2-year-old DM that she claims I sent. I still haven't seen any evidence for this, by the way, but whatever. Either way. And I was like, you've done the same thing. What the fuck are you talking about? You clearly are being very dishonest here. I guess that's misogyny. You know, it's whatever. If there's anyone who came out looking insane from that conversation, as she likes to frame here, it definitely was not me. Very interesting sort of like immediate self-victimization. You're being misogynist. All these like random allegations coming out of nowhere. You know, it's whatever. Whatever. That was pretty bizarre, honestly. When you confront someone and it doesn't go as you had planned, it's time to do the ableism. That's how it works. I'm not like that when I'm drunk. Like, me being drunk doesn't cause me to like randomly try to turn a conversation into like something about...
Here, also smash that like button if you're on YouTube.
2-year-old care about, because you've engaged in the exact same sort of behavior that you're like moralizing about. So shut the fuck up. If anything, being drunk for most people...
His alerts are my favorite part of his whole stream. Yeah, me too. I mean, the alerts are pretty fire. The BE intro roll with President Sunday clip was pure lols. I'm trying to remember the President Sunday interaction. Why do I not remember this? Why do I have no memory of BE interacting with Sunday? Sunday has evidence of Haas talking about Keffals being a long-time subscriber of his. Interesting. Interesting. Meowreen, indeed.
Makes you more relaxed. Fact of the matter is, she's not particularly worth hating or disliking or anything. Her platform is small. Her overall politics aren't bad. You know, even if she's, at the end of the day, pretty massive slime ball from what I just discovered. It's whatever. I'll just upload this, get $50 from the ads on it, and be done with it. I mean, what do I have to not be nice about? What do I have to be angry about? Like someone who invited me onto their stream to have like a conversation about something that they went through recently. From what I understood, I thought that was what it was about. Just randomly like basically shit themselves and embarrass themselves. I don't really have anything to be angry about. If anything, she should just be...
Can anybody tell me, was she really drunk? Yeah, the video was frozen for a second there.
Angry at herself.
Her platform is small? Does he think that, like, you know, 600 to 800 viewers is small? Or does he not know that his friend has gotten bigger in the time that they haven't talked to each other? There we go. She only has herself to blame. That was such a letdown. I mean, I guess it got spicy. In the last screen grab before Infrared Rising one, she tries to get out of the debate by saying, "I'm too drunk." In the grand scheme of things, 600 people isn't that much. Yeah, I mean, you gotta add Twitter in there too. I think in like a real world political sense, Keffals is pretty small. So wait, she's small compared to what? Marjorie Taylor Greene? I mean, I guess, right? I guess. Wow, what a letdown. What a letdown. Okay, but you know who never lets me down? Do you know who our magic man is? The man of the hour? Who I can count on to never let me down?